Muy buenas a todos, gente, bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio aquí en el canal de Don Pepperoni. Vamos a continuar este fantástico título del Genshin Impact, justo donde lo habíamos dejado en el episodio anterior, en el cual andábamos en busca de la reina de Norkusanali, o sea, la jefa de jefas, la Arconte Dendro. Pero antes de eso, quiero pedirte que por favor te suscribas al canal, dejes tu like en el episodio y te suscribas para más. Así me ayudas a que el algoritmo de YouTube me pueda recomendar para más gente y que mucha gente más me pueda conocer. Vamos a comenzar el episodio de hoy haciendo uno de los nuevos dominios. Que por cierto, podríamos tomarnos una miniatura aquí. Con el Benito no tengo pose. Así. Ah, la miniatura se toma cuando le pico F. Chalezón. A ver, ¿esta salió bien? No, salió muy fuerte. No, esta salió mal. A ver. No. Aquí. Esta no está mal. Esta me gusta. Va. Pues vamos a hacer el nuevo dominio, gente. Esto es de los... Este dominio es de los artefactos, los nuevos artefactos, los nuevos sets. El set que te hace ser potente dentro y el set que te da materia elemental. Que respectivamente se llaman, te voy a decir ahora, se llaman, te voy a decir en 2 segundos, se llaman, aquí está. Recuerdos del bosque y sueños áureos. Este te da maestría elemental. Y el conjunto de 4 piezas dice: tras causar una reacción elemental, el personaje que lleva equipado este conjunto tiene 8 segundos. Los siguientes fortalecimientos en función de los tipos elementales de los miembros del equipo. Por cada personaje del mismo tipo elemental que el portador de este conjunto. Dice: por cada personaje del mismo tipo elemental que el portador de este conjunto. Ok, ya entendí. El ataque aumenta en un 14%. Por cada... ¿14 por cada uno? ¡A la bestia! Por cada personaje del tipo elemental distinto, el portador de este conjunto... Al portador de este conjunto, la maestría elemental aumenta en 50 puntos. Cada uno de estos efectos se calcula para un máximo de 3 personajes. Este efecto solo se puede activar una vez cada 8 segundos y se activará incluso cuando el personaje que lleve este conjunto esté equipado, pero no esté en combate. Muy bien. Me tocó puro porquería, como bien es sabido en el Genshin. Cuando vienes a farmear artefactos, te toca pura mierda. Pero es un dominio nuevo y quiero mostrárselos a ustedes. Si es que acaso no lo has visto, que voy. Si no lo estás jugando, es porque no quieres. A ver, porque no quieres o porque no tienes dónde jugarlo, que también puede ser una opción válida, digo. Mucha gente lo juega en teléfonos y cada vez es más difícil tenerlo del teléfono por el hecho de que cada vez que se actualiza el juego son como 16 gigas más. Nos cargamos estos dos y ya nomás nos queda este. A ver, venimos para acá, farmeamos un poquito de artefactos. Tenemos bono daño electro y ataque. Este no está mal, no está bien. Podría ser mejor, no está mal. Para hacer algo principal y para tener algo ya rápido, está bien. ¿Qué estoy buscando? No lo voy a decir porque luego el Genshin no me lo va a dar. Pero si encuentro algo que me interese, se los digo. Hacemos esto, ponemos esto aquí, tiramos esto acá, volvemos aquí, nos sacamos, disparamos de este siniestra, ponemos acá, volvemos a juntar, tengo la C1 de cazuja, así que necesitan las cosas y ya. Después este lado. Nuevos NPCs, me gusta que los nuevos villanos sean humanos. Eso de matar bichos por todas partes ya, pues está bien, pero... no sé, digo, podría ser mejor. El hecho de que ya te enfrentes contra personas como que le da cierto plus. Y es que, por ejemplo, los samuráis de Inazuma estaban estúpidamente altos, que no se sentía como si fueran humanos. Pero estos vatos siento que no están tan macizos. O sea, se ve que están macizos, pero no tan grandes. Se ve que es humanamente alcanzables. Los samuráis eran una vaina muy distinta. Fuga y bye. 29 segundos. ¿Cuánto será el récord máximo que te puedes hacer aquí? Bono daño piro y nada. ¿Cuántas me quedan, por cierto? Creo que ya me quedan pocas, ¿no? Está chida la musiquita nueva.
Time to go.
You are not one
As one with wind and cloud.
Rain cutter. No, my sword. I'm getting sick. I'm going in.
Más por saco ya. Siguiente. Listo, casco y casco. Digo, no casco, pero casco. Sí, casco. Casco y reloj. Eso es lo que quería decir. Bueno, no me tocó nada, pero ya les enseñé el nuevo dominio. Y tal vez una miniatura. Ahora sí vamos a continuar con la misión principal que tanto estábamos esperando. Vamos a ir con la facción llamada no sé qué de los 30. ¡Ah, qué falso! Entré por arriba.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
Efectivamente, somos famosos.
It's nice to meet you, Asfand. We'd like to ask you about something.
Ah,
mira, qué interesante.
I
Nadie está
see.
diciendo nada, pero
So
queremos ver a
Catherine's the one
la
who
reina.
sent you this way. Ha! It's true that the Eremites'
Los
network is
eremitas.
vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Wait, seriously? That's it?
Digo, a ver,
The Eremites aren't
no sé,
terribly
pero me imagino que como la
religious.
reina tienes que
don't
tener
know
un
much
contacto
about
directo con alguien para
divinities.
poder administrarse.
As far
Yo
as
sé
the
que es
Akasha
difícil, no
goes,
cualquiera
we
puede
can
verlo,
access even
pero
less than you.
tienen que tener
We
algo,
originally
¿no?
came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to
Son
carve
como el
out
villano
the living.
de Thor.
We don't
y
beg gods
Thor,
for their
el
aid.
carnicero de
It
Dios.
isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh? Why's that?
¿Por qué es
Just take
nueva?
the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care for the late greater Lord Rugadavada.
La ruca de bata.
In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy. Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rugadavada and hold her in greater
Chance
esteem.
y el Arconte se haga
Not to
nuestra amiga y
mention that
nosotros la
Lesser
ayudemos a
Lord
tener un
Kusanali
poquito más de
never
control
makes an
sobre la ciudad.
appearance, and the Academia never
A ver,
announces
suponiendo que sea
anything
buena
about
persona,
her.
¿no? Si es una hija de su
As far
pinche
as the
Wonder,
people of
pues
Sumeru
no.
are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's all.
Really? Aw. After hearing all of that, Paimon sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Ha! But who knows? We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the god of wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among people like us.
All right. Well, thanks for the info, Asfand.
No problem. Always happy to help out the Adventurers Guild.
The Adventurers. Tras abandonar la ciudad de Rexar, le preguntan a varias personas si conocen a la reina. Y no.
Seems Asfand was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this
¿Qué te
entire
parece si vamos
city who
gritando
cares
por
about
ahí?
Lesser Lord
Kusanagi,
Kusanagi?
Kusanagi, hasta que salga.
You two are interested in Lesser
¿Ves?
Lord Kusanagi?
Esa es la técnica.
Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanagi, right?
¿Ves? ¿Qué tan
I'm
fácil?
sorry.
Qué fácil
I
era
forgot to
hacer eso.
introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of
Dunyarzad.
Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Mira,
Whoa,
de las pocas.
really? Then do you know how we can meet with her?
Espero que sí.
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the
¿Me
Dendro
podrías contar la
Arconte.
leyenda, oh hermosa princesa del oasis?
Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Arconte in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind.
Me suena
However,
familiar.
he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Arconte. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome the adversity. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Arconte.
Un avatar.
She
Ufas.
said, "O Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you. Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind. So long as you continue to think and ponder, we'll be wherever you go."
Qué gran historia.
Yeah, thanks for the story. My mom feels all warm and fuzzy inside after that.
Corazoncito. ¿De qué
In a
tamaño
way,
será el corazón de
it
Paimon?
seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanagi, can you tell us anything else about her?
Of course. So did you two know that...
Ah, la bestia, la están persiguiendo. Vámonos, fuga, fuga, fuga,
I'm
fuga.
terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
Fuga, fuga, persíguela. Sigámosla.
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened?
Que le debe a Coppel, dice.
It looks like they're searching for someone.
Tiene deudas.
Dunyarzad was acting super nervous.
Se robó las
just now.
joyas que traía.
This stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanagi. Let's see if we can get rid of them.
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long
¿Qué te
blue dress?
importa? Hazte para allá,
We're
mugre
looking
vato.
for her.
Está bien agresivo, ¿no?
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which
¿Por
direction
qué
she
o qué?
went?
¿Para qué la quieres?
Yeah, she went that way.
Quick, after her!
That should keep him busy for a
Sí.
while. Let's hurry.
Ahora sí, ¿dónde estás, chiquita? ¿Cuándo te fuites? ¿Por aquí? No. Y... joyas. A ver, ¿qué es esto? Está cerrada la tienda, no me digas. Bienvenido a mi humilde tienda. ¿Qué vendes? Todas las joyas disponibles para el público ya han sido reservadas. Preguntas por los artículos de la tienda, la mayoría son parte de mi colección privada, solo están de exhibición. ¡Ja! ¡Lo sabía! Estas tiendas pedorras no están libres hasta que toda la región de Sumeru esté desbloqueada. ¿De casualidad tú vendes algo? No. Bye. ¿Para qué ponen esta tienda si no hay nadie que la atienda?
There you are, Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Really? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I believe there's still more of them out there looking for me. Uh-oh, looks like there's some coming this way.
Huh? More of them? Then what are we standing here for? Run!
No, wait, My body isn't in the best shape.
Vamos a meternos al bazar.
It's
El
difficult for
bazar
me to
está
run.
precioso. Y además encontré un restaurante que vendía tacos de trompo. Vamos.
Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to.
All right, let's move out. Stay behind us.
Sirve que
We'll
te
keep an eye
compramos
out for
un
anyone
plato de
looking
comida.
for you.
Vamos por unos taquitos. La taberna, a ver. Esta no es la de los tacos de trompo. Sí, ya, tal vez sí. Se me hace que sí. Sí es. Aquí está. Nice. Vamos por unos taquitos al pastor, banda. Ufas. Qué rico. Tengo hambre. Qué precioso. Miniatura.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now.
¡No!
Wait, stand down, Dia.
A la bestia, ¿quién es esta morra tan sabrosa? ¿Por qué está tan guapa?
My lady, who are these two?
Piel canela sabor a...
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's
¿Qué ojos
nothing
tan
here for you.
preciosos tienes?
Wait a sec. Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
A ver, mija. Este es un bazar. Si no quieres que esté aquí, te la vas a pellizcar porque este es un lugar público.
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe
Me
and
vale
sound.
que eso si eres la guardia de la mismísima reina Kusanali. Este es un lugar público. No me puedes correr de aquí. Si quieres correrme... A ver... Me voy a callar mejor.
My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
Para corrida.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like
Ve
a
cómo la
sack of
gente es bien agresiva
potatoes.
aquí. A ver, no, mija. Si ella no quiere,
Dunyazad already said she doesn't want to
no
go
la
back.
vas a llevar.
Why are you still pushing her?
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation.
Me vale que eso.
Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer,
¿Alguien
but
sabe ella
my
de qué
conscience
tipo va a
was
ser?
also telling me
Yo
it's
la
the
verdad
right
es que los
thing to
leaks
do.
no los
And knowing
conozco.
your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya.
Sé que va a ser
For
un
the sake
personaje
of those who
jugable,
love
tiene
you,
finta
don't
de
be
que va a ser un
stubborn.
personaje jugable.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being
Pero no sé qué
stubborn
tipo va a
right now
ser.
are
Va
my
a ser Dendro, va a
parents.
ser Electro, va a ser
And I
Cleo,
know
va a ser Geo, va a
perfectly
ser
well
Piro.
that it makes no difference if
Por
I'm
su
at home or
apariencia diría que es
not.
Piro.
I still
Pero
won't
no sé.
accept reality. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already.
No le veo la,
This should be
la
old
visión
news
por ahí.
to you.
Tiene algo ahí en la cintura ahí abajo que tal vez podría ser.
Dia, I know it hasn't been
Piro?
easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world I'm also grateful to. Because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same I have for my parents. This is my life and my last chance.
A ver,
So I
usen
wanna do something
otro ángulo.
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful?
Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me.
Fine, I won't ask you to
Ahí
return
tiene que
home
estar en su
anymore.
cintura porque no,
But
no
let me
creo que
make
lo traigan
something
metido allá
very
donde tú
clear.
sabes.
I'm only doing this because I respect your determination.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up. And I even brought up your payment in such an offensive way.
Don't worry
Es
about
Piro,
it, my
¿verdad?
lady.
Ahí está, es
I
Piro,
did say
es
that I
Piro.
like Mora. Besides,
Pues qué triste,
that's our
porque
next
quería
topic of
tirarle. Y
conversation.
creo que otra Piro ya no
Today's
me
little
hace falta.
excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the
Ya teniendo a
estate was
Shanglin y a Bennett, ¿ya
deployed.
para qué quieres más
It wouldn't
Piros?
be easy to hide things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade,
A ver,
here's
depende, a lo
little
mejor es
tip.
una support.
You should at least make
Piro
it
healer
look like
a
your
la
room and
bestia,
things are
cállate
still in
los
order
ojos.
when you leave. Also, you'll
Otro
need
Bennett,
someone
¿sabes?
to cover you for when you're out and about. So, I'll let you hire
Un
me,
toma
my
que sí
lady.
sirva.
This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half of what your father pays me. We can settle the bill when we return to the estate.
Okay, deal.
Yay! Looks like they've reached an understanding.
Pues un kebab mientras, ¿no?
I'm fine, really. I just feel a little tired
Aquí
now
vienen
that
unos
things have
taquitos
calmed
de
down.
trompo que no mientas.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern,
Sabrosísimos.
so let's rest up and grab some grub.
Jalo, jalo, jalo.
I'm sorry for worrying you
Taquitos,
too.
quiero tacos.
If you don't mind, I'd like for you to join us.
Sure. After you rest up, we want to hear more about Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
Oiga, por cierto, hablando de que no sé nada de Lix, ¿quién sigue después de Tignari? El banner que sigue es de Shongli, creo, ¿no? Por aquí tiene que venir a ver. Te confirmo. Tienda, anuncios, avisos. Te confirmo quién sigue. A ver. El alba de mil rosas. Colei Dori. Dori. Ah, aquí está, mira. Ganyu. Ah, la vez, ¿cómo que 3? ¿Es triple? Ah, no, próximamente. Ok, ya. Gachapón de Soledad de la Nobleza. Nuevos dominios. Nuevo equipamiento. Estas, por cierto, no las conozco, ¿eh? Prototipos, historia principal. Ah, la bestia, ¿quién es este vato? Capítulo 3, Tras la bruma y el bosque. Este es en el que estamos. Después sigue el 2, El alba de las mil rosas. ¿Quién es este vato? Yo quiero tirarle a ella. Obviamente quiero tirarle al Arconte, que es ella. El problema es que no sé, tengo 90 deseos. Ponle que me completo un personaje. No sé si el que sigue lo tengo garantizado ya, creo que sí. No sé si tirarle a ella. A Tignari no le voy a tirar, la verdad no me interesa. Ella sí, no sé qué sea. Y al Arconte, obviamente. Los eremitas y nuevos hongos diferentes. A ver, misión de Arconte, capítulo acto 1 y 2. El acto 2 no dice cuándo va a estar. Eventos, aquí tiene que estar. Gachapón, este es el mismo. Este es este. No, pero este es el que está ahorita. Claro, ¿quién sigue? Esa es mi pregunta, ¿quién sigue? Sigue Ganyu, por lo que tengo entendido, pero de 5 estrellas del promocional. ¿Quién sigue? ¿Quién sigue? A ver, déjame buscarlo. No me tardo. A ver, vamos a buscar aquí banners 3.0 Kenshin. 3.0 tenemos. Pues yo creo que Ganyu nomás, porque. Banner schedule. A ver. Está. Ah, ok, sigue Ganyu con Sangonomiya. El siguiente banner es este con Sangonomiya y traen a Tignari. Digo, a Dori. Ahí está. Ya, el que sigue es. Son dos reruns y la Dori. Ajá, esta morra está sentada en el
Well, if
aire.
it isn't Dia, haven't seen you
Está
in
parada.
nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha, don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get
Así está
used to
parada.
it. How about a menu over here?
You got it, huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and
No
I
le
really
digas
ought to
eso
save
al
as much
jefe
as I
del
can.
restaurante. Tú nomás pide el menú y
Please
ya.
bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for
No te
them.
apures, chiquita. Traigo como 10 millones. Yo pago si quieres.
Yeah, we're already super grateful for everything you told us about Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
How about our coconut charcoal cakes?
Coco carbonizado.
They're our
qué
signature
asco,
snack,
no se me
and they run
antoja para
cheap.
nada.
Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
Coco carbonizado. No se me antoja,
They
¿verdad?
look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass.
Pero si te he visto comer slimes.
What do you have against my slime dishes?
¿Por qué
Junior's
matan a la
Eye.
reina?
We asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser
conocer a la
Lord
reina?
Kusanali. So, what made you want to follow her?
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how, I think I've actually seen her before.
¿Crees o no estás segura?
Really?
Yes, it was when I was a child.
Búsquela.
At the time, my illness
Estabas
had kept me bedridden
alucinando,
for the
mija.
better part of a year. I was stuck
¿Cuánto
inside
tiempo
and
tiene
couldn't make any
establecida la
friends.
nueva la
my
Arconte
parents did
Dendro?
their
Sé que
best
la
to find
última se
treatments
murió,
for
pero
me.
¿cuándo se murió?
But even
¿Y
then, the
cuánto tiempo tiene la
Akasha
nueva?
didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry. Who are you? How do you know my name? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, I know everything about you. Really? Of course. I know that you're scared of
Posibles
thunder,
miniaturas.
that you hate taking medicine every morning, and that you love counting the petals on your mom's skirt. Wow, you really do know everything. Dunyarzad, is there anything you want? Want? Not really. I can't go
¿Siempre ha tenido la
anywhere or
misma
do
coronita?
anything.
Tiara, no sé cómo decirle.
Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. Tell me what you want.
Siento que es la
and maybe
misma
I
voz
can
que el
make it
20, ¿no?
happen. But, can you make my illness go away? Oh. I'm sorry. But I'm not powerful enough to do that right now.
Y luego como, ¿qué sí puedes hacer? Digo,
Then, can you be my friend?
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Beyond the city was a lush
el
rainforest.
muro de
And beyond
Samiel.
that was the wall of Samiel, deserts, and all of Teyvat. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but she said that I must have been dreaming. But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of Teyvat. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world, nor would I have learned how to read and enjoy so many books. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zerus festival for her.
¿Qué es el
What's
Sub-Zero?
the Sub-Zero's festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. In those days, the festival was a huge deal. But because of the academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival. The academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zerus festival, forget any funding. They practically act like it doesn't exist. Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it.
Aw, but that's awful.
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero's festival to this day. But I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hold on, my lady, does this friend happen to be Nilu, the one who sends flowers to the estate?
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms. Did you give her something?
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much Mora prepared, so I had Nilu sell one of my skirts. I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today, and see how things are coming along. Dia, would you accompany me?
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too much, even for you.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us.
Yo también voy.
And if anything happens to you, then I'd really never hear the end of it from your father.
Llega Yaka por atrás. ¿Cómo que dónde?
But of course, Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Nice. Pues a ver, aquí creo que este vato ya le compré las recetas que tenía, ¿verdad? Compi, ¿quieres alguna receta nueva por ahí? No, ¿verdad? No. Entonces, ¿a dónde sigue ahora? Aquí abajo, aquí afuera. Aquí en corto, yo estoy... ¿Dónde estoy yo? En el bazar, sí. ¿Es este? Taberna Lambat. Me queda más cerca si me transporto aquí. Pim, pirim, es aquí abajo. Más abajo. Aquí puede... Ah, es el gran bazar ya. Simón. Es acá en el sótano. Las puertas se abren. Ah, qué majestuosidad. La Nilu.
Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh,
Uf.
Dunyarzad. It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end.
Pero bueno, gente, aquí vamos a ir dejando el episodio. Espero que les haya gustado muchísimo. Nos vemos en el siguiente, que voy a grabar justamente ahora a continuación, para poder continuar con esta fantástica historia en lo que ustedes aprecian la hermosa y preciosa princesa Nilu, que baila. No la conozco, no sé quién sea, es una pelirroja, está guapa. Bien, vamos a dejar aquí el episodio. Cuídense mucho, les mandamos un fuerte abrazo. Hasta la próxima y chao, chao.